Hi, Annette Neal from PRD Whitsunday. Now this week I've read a really interesting report from CoreLogic about the 6 major effects on the property market due to COVID over the last 2 years. Everyone's sick of hearing about COVID, I'm sure. However, it has had a really lasting impact and quite an unusual impact on the property market nationally. So running through what those 6 things were that CoreLogic named. So number 1, we saw a 25% increase in values of properties nationwide over that time period. So a little dip initially when COVID was first around, and then they just soared. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next 12 months with prices, and if they stay at those levels or if we may see some softening with potential world wars and things like that happening. Now, we also saw first home buyer spending increase massively. Of course, no surprises there, very much driven by the home builder grant and a lot of first home buyers able to get a foot into the market. Rents were up 11.8%, so huge increases in rents, where everyone, I'm sure, across the country, particularly here in coastal fringe of Queensland, is aware that we've got quite a housing crisis when it does come to rental properties. The Whitsunday Regional Council has announced today that they are joining with the state government and federal government at a bit of a rental forum symposium to try and work out the way forward for the crisis. Personally, I don't know what's going to come of that later this year. It could be a little bit too late because the crisis is here now, and we do need to have some immediate assistance in regards to increased numbers of housing for people. Now, we also saw household debt levels rise to record highs. Now, of course, with price increases of 25% for property, that's perhaps seen a lot of increases in debt for people to be able to get into a property, spending more than they probably would have previously. Now, house price premium compared to units is the 5th thing that CoreLogic noted. Now, that is the premium that you will pay for a house in a certain area when you compare it to a unit in the same area. So that gap has gotten a lot larger. And finally, we saw the rise of the regions. No surprise there. Why wouldn't you want to be here in the Whitsundays? We saw massive migration out of the capital cities to a more regional or smaller town living. So we're still seeing that here on the ground in the Whitsundays. Why wouldn't you want to be here?